Now on Coast TV News.
Plans for a new bathhouse in Cape Henlopen have environmentalists saying, hey, not so fast. We dig into the controversy.
I'm Emma Aiken, and I'm standing in downtown Milton in what is soon to be a new parking lot.
Tram, tragedy, and the track ahead. Ocean City may not bring back a boardwalk favorite after the death of a child this past year.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
More parking for Milton, the town building a new lot right in the thick of things. Good evening, I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a game changer for parking in Milton.
If you've been to downtown Milton, you've probably faced the struggle driving up and down the street just looking for parking. But as Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us, a new agreement would make that a lot easier moving forward.
Walkable, livable, unforgettable, and soon with more parking. This giant empty lot in the middle of downtown Milton will soon go from grass and gravel to a new parking lot. This new lot should double the amount of available parking in Milton, about 60 spots in all, creating some much-needed relief in the small but growing area.
I think it's going to be a tremendous boon to the town.
The town will lease the land from the Historical Society.
This is a game changer.
Glenn Vernon works in downtown. He thinks more parking will mean more money in his wallet.
I cut my hours back and don't come in on the Saturdays because people can't come in to get their haircuts because there's no place to park.
The lot will be paid for through developer impact fees, charitable remainder trusts, and some grant money that will go towards making everything handicap accessible.
This is it. This is the last opportunity we have in downtown, and the fact that it's so close to our other municipal lot, I mean, it's almost like a no-brainer.
Whether you'll have to pay to park or not is still up for debate, but if all goes according to plan, the construction will start in spring 2025 and be finished in the summer. In Milton, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Councilman Edler says something like a parking garage would have been considered, but the area is in a special flood zone. He says that would cost the town triple the price of a parking garage on normal land.
Over at Cape Henlopen State Park, there is a brewing controversy over new plans for the McBride bathhouse. On your screen now is the current condition of the bathhouse. Denrek says it was built in 1976 and it hasn't seen any significant upgrades since then. New plans would put the new bathhouse on a dune just a few hundred feet away. You can see on the map here. This plan has one local environmental group, though, raising questions.
Denrek has signs posted throughout the park to stay off the dunes. So one would presume that if you're not supposed to walk on the dunes because it can damage them, that building on the dunes would probably also be a harmful thing.
We reached out to Denrek about these plans, but we're told the department has no comment as of Friday. And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should Cape Henlopen State Park balance development?
Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour. So far, 70% of people saying protect the environment and 15% saying focus on maintenance. Just a few, limit new buildings and expand visitor amenities.
If you've got a strong opinion on this one, if you want to get involved, go to coasttv.com or use your Coast TV mobile app and we'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
Heading down to Ocean City after a tragedy that ended in the death of a small child this summer, the boardwalk tram, it may not be coming back next year. Now, we do want to emphasize that nothing is set in stone, but town officials confirmed today the future of the tram service does not look good. The popular attraction has been out of service since August following an accident where a 2-year-old child was hit and killed. There is a pending lawsuit regarding that accident. So for the foreseeable future, including for the Winterfest of Lights, trams will not be available throughout the resort town.
3 people were arrested in a drug bust at the Rehoboth Beach Hotel. 49-year-old Eric Howell, 32-year-old Trevor Harmon, and 23-year-old Elizabeth Hone face felony charges after police found drugs, cash, and drug paraphernalia at the Roadway Inn November 5th. Howell was caught trying to destroy evidence. He's being held on $34,500 bond. Harmon and Hone were also arrested, but with lower bonds. For more information, you can check out coasttv.com.
Beach nourishment and dredging at the Indian River Inlet. According to the Delaware Seashore State Park, that project is set to begin soon. The agency says a portion of the Indian River Marina will close for 2 weeks in preparation for work on the north side beach. The closure includes the grassy area between the marina and the shoreline where the rocks are placed. The agency says the area will reopen once the work is complete.
That's the sound you're going to hear if you're a little too loud at the library, but a new space just outside the Lewis Public Library, that'll be a little different. CoastTV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us how the progress is going on a new pavilion project.
It's an exciting time at the Lewis Library. Back in September, this is what the new pavilion outside looked like. And now, it's almost done. The project was approved by the City Council back in May. It's being paid for in part by federal ARPA funding. Kimberly Kelly can't wait to try it out.
It's really great to have an outside space of the library, especially since when you're at the library, you're not really supposed to be talking. So it'd be nice to go outside and you can converse with people. Kids can be out there. I think that'll really make the library a more welcoming place for them.
The pavilion will host all types of events, children's story times, art camps, even music programs, and local Carol Stutz is excited about it.
And I think this would be a big boom for the new people that have moved here to the community, as well as us old long-time members.
The project should be done by the end of the year, and events start in early 2025. And when they do it, it will mark a brand new chapter for the Lewis Public Library. In Lewis, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
DNREC is hosting a free webinar on November 14th. It's focused on nature-based stormwater management and living shoreline projects. It'll feature experts from Underwood and Associates who will discuss efforts to restore natural infrastructure and protect waterfronts from climate change, including projects in parts of Maryland. Registration is open until the webinar starts at 10 a.m.
People in Milton have reported experiencing little to no water pressure Friday morning. The town resolved the issues as of about 10:20 a.m., saying that a faulty sensor caused the water issue, but now it's fixed. According to a statement on the town's website, the water department began necessary repairs around 7:50 a.m.
It was from what I understand, it was a pressure sensor that went bad sometime this morning. We got over 400 calls that there was either no water or low water pressure. Water has been restored and water pressure has been brought back up to where it needs to be. So we should be all good.
Councilman Edler says depending on where you live in Milton, you may or may not have experienced these issues.
According to the Georgetown Fire Company, there was an outside fire on South King Street. The fire happened around 6:20 a.m. Friday, November 8th. No details of how it started or if anybody got injured have been shared yet. This comes as the dry conditions on Delmarva continue, and there is a fire weather warning.
We're going to take a live look now outside into the Ocean City area, and our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobono, will join us with a look at the weather. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Christina. Yeah, we saw another dry day, sunny skies. That sun has now set. We had that sun set at 4:53 today, and we are going to see conditions conducive for wildfires carrying over into our Saturday, and that's all thanks to bone dry conditions, low humidity, and those gusty winds gusting upwards of 20 to 25 miles an hour. Now, it is going to be a sunny, bright, and beautiful start to the weekend, but much cooler with temperatures struggling to get to the 60-degree mark. And look at that. We're talking about measurable rainfall at the tail end of the weekend. We saw those red flag warnings have since expired. We are now at 43 days now without any measurable rainfall, but I do think we're going to put an end to that at the tail end of the weekend. We are seeing clear skies right now, and we're going to continue to stay nice and dry and pleasant through the evening. If you're heading out to any football games this evening, pack the hoodie, maybe a light jacket, because we are going to see temperatures dip into the 50s through the evening. It's going to be a cold night. We'll talk more about your weekend and how much rain we could see in that extended forecast coming up.
Thanks, Chris. Millsboro drivers get ready for an upcoming closure. On your screen now is the general area of where this closure will be. DelDOT announced they're going to construct the new ramps for a grade-separated intersection that will replace the existing signal on Hardscrabble Road and Betts Pond Road at the US 113 intersection. This closure begins November 11th and it will go till November 12th. Detours will be in place. And we're just getting started here on the news at 6.
Coming up in sports, a district title on the line tonight in Delaware. Where will it be Smyrna? Will it be Sussex Central, who get to enter the postseason with a little hardware?
It's going to be a cold start to the weekend. Highs tomorrow struggling to get to the 60-degree mark, but the bigger news, yes, the threat of measurable rainfall. I'll have the latest timing on that in my full forecast coming up.
But first, all of your cool things to do this weekend. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Get the safety this holiday season here at Coastal Bath.
I think Coastal Bath is an oh my gosh and a wow. And the sturdiness of the quality work is wonderfully safe.
It's Coastal Bath's annual holiday extravaganza. Get a free safety package, receive a bench, 2 grab bars, and a handheld shower head with docking station. Plus no payments, no interest until 2026.
Don't wait. Call Coastal Bath today for your free in-home estimate. And keep your loved ones safe this holiday season. Local and family owned Coastal Bath.
At Carpet and Tile Mart, we've got thousands of in-stock flooring solutions for every room. Now save up to 50% off, plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Hurry in before the sale is over. Only at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenter.
It has been a long week, hasn't it? With Election Day and just the usual work grind, but the weekend, it's just about here. So we've got you covered with some cool things to do around Delmarva. Ahead of Veterans Day on Monday, the Delaware Botanic Gardens is offering free entry for veterans. They just have to bring a military ID. Plus, anyone who brings a food donation for the Home of the Brave Foundation, they can get in for free too. Independent Film Festival at the Cinema Arts Theater in Lewis. It runs through Sunday. Each year, the festival brings out thousands of people to view a variety of American and international films, and this year is the 26th anniversary. The Delaware Beer, Wine, and Spirits Showcase celebrates 14 years this Saturday at the Delaware Agricultural Museum in Dover. You can expect tastings, food trucks, live music, and some museum tours. Or you can take a day trip visiting some of Southern Delaware's most prestigious artists on Saturday. Learn about the artwork and creative process from the artists themselves, and even check out their studios. A Jolly bus tour departs at 8:30 a.m. from the Home Depot in Lewis. For event details, tickets, and more, just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do. Coast TV News at 6. We'll be right back.
Well, it hasn't been feeling much like fall in recent days. It will feel like fall tomorrow under sunny skies. Temperatures only reaching about 58 degrees. Maybe we'll squeak out a few 60-degree temperatures tomorrow. We are going to squeak out some rain. We'll break it down my full 7-day after the break.
In 1924, my grandfather, J. Con Scott, decided to start a life in the furniture business. I'm proud to say that as the third generation, we celebrate our 100-year anniversary. From a humble small-town furniture store to an interior design destination, with 35,000 square feet in Selbyville and our newest location in Rehoboth Beach. J. Con Scott celebrating our 100-year anniversary.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming. Our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Come be a part of the Preston Season of Savings sales event at Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Georgetown, and Lewis. We have a massive selection of nearly 200 vehicles in stock, so we're confident you'll find the perfect Ford for your needs. We also have options under $30,000, like this 2024 Ford Escape. Hop online and visit boulevardauto.com to see our entire inventory. So don't miss out on this great sales event at Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Georgetown, and Lewis.
Cars Calls Last with Preston.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
For over 50 years, our mission at Herker Property Maintenance has been very clear. Deliver exceptional curb appeal to neighborhoods, businesses, and property management. Our team of highly trained professionals are committed to making your properties look attractive, clean, and professional, limiting your risk of issues arising. From landscaping to full-service exterior maintenance, Herker's your one-stop solution. Send your RFP to Herker Property Maintenance now and discover how Herker can save you thousands and elevate your property curb appeal.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Well, another bone dry week is behind us, and we look ahead to the weekend and we talk rain chances. It won't be a washout of a weekend, but we are going to be seeing some rain move in at the tail end. 64 degrees currently in Lewis. A nice pleasant evening there if you have any plans heading out. Looking very nice. Another above average day we had today with highs reaching 72 in Georgetown. We saw 72 Salisbury and 71 in Ocean City. Right now we're holding in the low to mid 60s across much of the peninsula. Winds still gusting out of the north-northwest anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So the red flag warnings have expired. We do have small craft advisories up through the weekend. Now we do still have that fire threat into tomorrow, as those conditions continue to be conducive for wildfires and brush fires. High pressure settling in for a day before we see this system. Look at this massive system. Some early season skiing out in the Rockies as they're getting upwards of 1 to 3 feet of snow. We're going to tap into some of this rain as we push into Sunday night. So you can see the rain chances over the next 7 days. They really ramp up Sunday night, and then we see another shot of some rain into Thursday with the passage of a front. So starry skies into the overnight. A cold night away from the coast. We're going to dip into the lower to mid 40s at the coast, upper 40s to say lower 50s. Now the weekend itself looking spectacular, starting out 59 degrees, struggling to get to 60 degrees, increasing clouds Sunday with that rain threat coming in Sunday night. So we stay nice and dry. It's going to be a cold start into Sunday, but clouds quickly increase. I think we begin to see the shower activity roll in about after 6, 7 o'clock, and then it becomes more widespread through the overnight. Most of this falling while we sleep. Could see a few lingering showers into early Veterans Day, but then we clear out nicely into the afternoon. You could see here temperatures falling into the 50s, but rain, look at the rain, generally about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. So not a drought buster, but I think we're going to put an end to that measurable rain streak. We do dry out into a Monday afternoon, and we stay dry into Tuesday. Well, here's Raphael still kicking in the Gulf, but beginning to kind of get shredded apart by some strong wind shear. And you can see it's just going to kind of meander out in the Gulf over the next few days, and then eventually kind of break apart, due in part to that strong wind shear. Now, congratulations to our umbrella winner, Kimberly Halkapalis of Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. You're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. So we see that rain move in Sunday night into Monday. Veterans Day itself looking very nice once we get the early showers out. We're up to 72. Front comes through, cooling us down Tuesday into Wednesday, and then another front comes through Thursday, giving us another shot of measurable rainfall and highs struggling to get to 60 degrees by Friday.
Thank you, Chris. Sunday Night Football, that's going to be happening right here on Coast TV this week. Tune in to watch the Detroit Lions take on the Houston Texans. All the action starts at 7 p.m. right here on Coast TV. And then stay tuned for our hyper-local news coverage.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A district title is on the line in Delaware football tonight. Smyrna hosts Sussex Central in a battle for the 3A District 2 crown. After starting the year 1-4, the Eagles have roared back to win 3 of their last 4 games. The Eagles are led by a dominant passing attack orchestrated by sophomore quarterback Drew Marks. The second-year QB has thrown for over 1,700 yards, along with 18 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. His top target on the outside is star wide receiver Phoenix Enriquez, who's racked up over 70 catches and nearly 900 receiving yards. And it's a stark contrast to the ground and pound attack that the Golden Knights bring to the table. Malik Bell is the head of the snake for this offense, piling up almost 1,700 rushing yards and 23 touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency, totaling over 100 yards in all 9 games for the Golden Knights. Will Harmon is the second piece of the 1-2 punch, adding another 700 yards and 12 touchdowns on the ground. This game kicks off tonight at 7 p.m. on DSN. If you can't catch it live, we'll break it all down for you at 11 p.m. on The Final Score. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
The holidays are coming fast.
Imagine greeting your guests with a beautifully refaced kitchen without having to tear out your old cabinets.
We'll reface your cabinets with 5 layers of high-quality hardwood in your choice of color,
including new doors, drawers, and hardware, all for half the cost of a full remodel.
completed in as little as 3 days.
Right now, save 20%, get a free microwave, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call today and get your kitchen completed by Christmas.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Honor, respect, and trust your roof to Valor. This month, in honor of our nation's veterans, replace your roof and save 50% off all materials, plus no payments till 2026 with promo code SALUTE2SERVICE.
833-83-VALOR.
Tacoma has a dominant legacy as America's favorite small pickup for almost 2 decades. Known for reliability and capability. Now buy a Tacoma with low 2.99 APR or lease an SR5 for $229 a month.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
This month, Valor Roofing honors our nation's veterans with our Salute to Service program. Replace your roof, save 50% off materials, no payments until 2026 with promo code SALUTE2SERVICE.
833-83-VALOR.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 21st through December 31st. Get tickets at OCOcean.com or Northside Park.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
It might be getting dark out a little bit earlier, but in Berlin, Maryland, the town is going to be lit up tonight for the Fall Glow Walk. It kicks off at 5:30 and people are getting their extra steps. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is there and got to see everybody signing up.
Right here is where the walkers sign up before going by the participating vendors for their resources and some goodies. And after I talked to Patricia from the Parks Commission, she says this is great for both good health and community building. But walkers can't leave until they get their things that help them glow in the dark.
You can, all of the aspects that have to do with the health of Worcester County, and that it's a privilege to be able to offer a fun and safe activity that promotes good health and community.
The walk is 2.5 miles long and brings them through downtown Berlin and back to the park. For more information on this story, please be sure to tune into Coast TV News at 11 tonight. In Berlin, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
And we have a chilly night ahead of us. Currently, right now, 64 in Ocean City. Temperatures are going to fall into the 50s through about the 9-10 o'clock hour under starry skies. Eventually, will fall into the 40s through the overnight. You can get your forecast at any time by dialing our First Alert weather phone for your latest forecast. Now, your 10-day shows 58 by our Saturday, so much cooler than what we've seen. Now, we are going to see increasing clouds Sunday. Showers develop late in the day through the early evening hours, and I think most of those showers are out of there by Veterans Day, and then we see another threat of rain by Thursday. We desperately need that rainfall.
Yes, we do, Chris. Well, thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.